welcome to DriveSpace. Today we are at invitation of Wild Overlanders. We are in the Boca Dam as an excursion. This is a group of fun-loving people who love to use their cars. They don't buy vans and double cabs to park in their homes. They enjoy the wild out there. One of our friends here is called Mr. Mpinyani. Introduce yourself to the team.
Hello guys, I'm Tato Mpinyani, popularly known as Mpizi. I'm part of the Wild Overlanders, which is a group of friends that became family, and we travel around. We've done quite a considerable distance around Botswana. We've covered the Okavango Delta, we've covered the CKGR, we've also been down to Mabuya Sehube. Our last trip was quite a very interesting trip that put us to challenge. It was a very interesting trip.
I hear you went from through Kalahari all the way through the Namibian coast.
Yes,
until you came back to Windhoek. Then back to Gaps. That should have been about 4,000 kilometers.
Yeah, 4,000 kilometers, and it was a real test off-road driving. We've always thought that we've been to test, but we really saw it in Namibia. The June drives were just spectacular.
And about that, you know, the most curious thing I would imagine one would be wondering, the kind of cars you are using, are they just normal cars, or have you modified them in order to be able to sustain the road as you travel?
They cannot be normal cars.
They can't be normal. I believe that. So what are the mods for drivers and maniacs out there who would like to go off-roading as you guys enjoy your cars and enjoy the lifestyle of the outdoors? What would you recommend? Say I buy a double cab, it's a 4x4 standard. What would you say would be the best modifications for me to do in order to do this kind of thing that you guys are enjoying?
Okay, the first thing that you need to do is just to upgrade your suspension.
The suspension.
Because the stock standard suspension that comes with a 4x4 is not suitable for the terrain that we drive in, as well as the load. And then after the suspension, you'd also have to get good tires. We mostly use mud terrain tires. They are suitable for both on-road and off-road driving, but they are good for off-road driving because our trips predominantly are off-road. So you need tires that can sustain the sand, that can do well in mud and water crossing, because we do quite a number of those.
So if I have a 4x2 like I do my Hilux Raider, the GD6, would you think it's the kind of car that would take on the challenge?
Well, we'll be glad to host you, just such that we get that.
I just need to get a rope.
I would be glad, because you'd actually give us a bit of activity in terms of getting stuck and pulling you out.
So I'll be the one slowing you down.
Oh yes, absolutely.
You know, there are some people out there who would be interested in what you guys are doing. The kind of adventure I think is very healthy for some of us who are mostly working in the city. We have cars that we don't really use for what they're made for. Is your group open to anyone who would like to join, or would you say there is a membership fee, whatever it is there, if one wants to be as adventurous as you guys?
Well, we haven't really got there yet, because this started off as a group of friends and colleagues, but we are most definitely welcome to people who are at least at our level, who would be able to gel in well, who have the same passion. So we are open to, I mean, anytime we have our trips, once we've decided today how our travel calendar looks like this year, we can always share, and if anyone is interested in joining us, we are open to that.
I think most people would be interested in that, even if it's not an organized thing as a group, but you just share an itinerary to say whoever is interested, we are going to Namibia on this date. You are free to join us at your own expense.
Absolutely.
This will be itinerary for the days and number of days we'll be traveling, and then we'll be back home on this date.
Absolutely.
I think that's an open invitation.
Like I say, this just started off as a hobby. A common hobby between a group of friends and colleagues. So as we with time, we got to see, we follow some overlanders from South Africa all over the world. So we've seen that having an organized group with a certain purpose we would ultimately get there. So our intention really is to now formalize our organization or group, and then get that YouTube channel, and then just showcase what this nation has in terms of
we have a
wildlife
beautiful landscape out there.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks, from DriveSpace. Let's enjoy a little bit of time with the overlanders as we kick it off in Bukadem. Thank you.
Thank you.